there's been a performer that has been running the show in your life, that has been preventing your voice to be heard, and your heart to be exposed. And the key here is your vulnerability. It's the very thing that life asks you to lead with. Before you could be vulnerable with certain people, but now it's more in the center of your world, where your vulnerability in itself is the leading force that will create everything that you desire in your life, even the things that are hidden for you right now, the things that you can't see for yourself, because you haven't opened up yourself for the possibilities for it to happen. First, the environment needs to be welcoming, and your vulnerability is your most important asset here. When you, instead of shutting down, tell people how it's really going on with you, or you let others see your flaws on your job, for example, or in your relationship, and you name the thing that is uncomfortable to say, but at the same time you know that it's the right thing. And when you step out of your own safe zone and into this unknown territory, you are vulnerable, because you don't know how you will be received anymore, because you are no longer managing people around you. Instead, you are letting them see you. And most of all, you are letting yourself know that it's safe to be seen, that it's safe to be who you are. And your nervous system and your body needs to be on board on this. You cannot only intellectually understand that you are enough, that your way of being matters, before you actually show up as yourself. And all of your flaws and the things that you are ashamed of, or you try to hide, or you walk around instead of naming the actual thing, this is preventing you to actually feel safe around being yourself outwardly as well. Not only safe with yourself, but in the world. We are naturally beings that want to participate with each other. And life naturally moves, not in isolation, but in togetherness. So when you reflect this motion, just as life naturally does anyways, everything will like loosen up and you... I talked about this in the last video, that now you've been in the soil of life, like the actual roots where everything can grow stronger and reach the ground and go beyond it. And it's like you have been having this lid on the ground, the soil. So you haven't had like, you haven't allowed life to just like have its natural movement through you. And your vulnerability is the key here. When you become vulnerable, things open up in a way that you couldn't expect, because you're no longer managing or controlling life. And this is when the unexpected will reach you, and things will start to move. Motion is the thing that is like in the next season of your life. More motion, more expression, more aliveness. And the aliveness and motion doesn't live in the soil. It wants to grow into the fruits that the soil allowed to happen. So I want you to invite the part of you that is vulnerable, that maybe have a hard time being seen, maybe have a hard time asking for help, maybe have a hard time setting boundaries. That's to become vulnerable. Even your boundaries are being vulnerable if you are not used to setting them. And vulnerability doesn't live in a vacuum. Vulnerability lives in between the relationship, the relational field. You lead with your vulnerability, and you don't know how others will respond on that. That's being vulnerable. Some people will reject you, which is totally fine. Then that's not your people anyways. And others will welcome you even more. And you will feel at home. And your heart will literally, your heart space will literally expand. And be a part of the flow instead of being protected. Something wants to be included here, where you no longer need to protect it. It wants to be a part of the whole thing going on here in life, right? It wants to be included in every encounter that you have. This is your vulnerability coming online, outwardly. Not only with yourself, but outwardly. Okay? And it will also become very clear where you are still judging yourself, or you're still hiding from being seen, where you are playing it small because you're afraid of being rejected. All of this will come up when you lead with your vulnerability. And as I mentioned in the last video as well, you should really go and watch that if this message is for you. Is that I actually lost track of what I wanted to refer to. So let's keep it here in this moment, okay? This is me being vulnerable. I suddenly lost track of what I was about to say and refer to in a past video. And instead of cutting this out, I include it. This is a part of me being vulnerable and practicing it on camera and with you that is watching. It's to stop trying to control everything and manage everything, and letting things happen more spontaneously. And also trusting that something true will arrive, not from you striving, but from arriving in yourself. And this is being vulnerable, being unguarded. And this will open up your life in ways that you can just imagine right now.